After a very long wait, vaccines against COVID-19 have finally reached the Philippines. The first batch came from Chinese manufacturer Sinovac. These are 600,000 doses donated by China to the Philippines, but 100,000 of which are specifically intended for Filipino soldiers. President Rodrigo Duterte welcomed the arrival of Sinovac vaccines to express his deepest appreciation or utang na loob. He urges the public to get vaccinated to set aside fears as Filipino experts have reviewed the efficacy of these protective shots and approve their use.
I am giving the guarantee that it is effective, that efficacy is good. For those who do not want to be vaccinated, okay lang sa akin. Wala akong problema. Ayaw ninyo magpabakuna, okay. That's your choice.
President Duterte says he will get vaccinated too, but not with Sinovac because of his age. He is waiting for his doctor's preferred brand for him. The chief executive says he also asked for supplies from this undisclosed brand for his family. There may also be enough to share with his cabinet.
I cannot just out of the box vaccine simply because I have to take care of my age. I will be 77 next year. Next month, my doctor has in mind. It's a Chinese brand still, pero hindi ito. Siya nakaalam ng konstitusyon ng katawan ko eh.
While the FDA initially did not recommend the use of Sinovac for medical workers attending to COVID-19 patients, the IATF reversed this by giving the go signal for the use of Sinovac doses for healthcare workers. The president says he has no problem with medical professionals who do not want Sinovac doses, but those who prefer other vaccines, like AstraZeneca, may have to wait a little longer as its delivery was postponed. This Chinese military aircraft carries 600,000 doses of Sinovac vaccines, the first batch that reached the Philippine grounds. As of this time, they're unloading the boxes, they're being disinfected, after which they're brought inside a refrigerated van for delivery. Chinese envoy Wang Xilian turned over the vaccines to the Philippine government with hopes for the country to beat the virus. He says China was among the first to contain the virus and restore economic growth.
Good neighbors are well wishers for each other. We sincerely hope that the Philippines could control the pandemic to embrace economic recovery and normal life at the early stage. China will continue to do its utmost to support the Philippines until it secures the final victory.
Wang believes that the friendship and partnership of China and the Philippines will continue to prosper as they fight the pandemic together. President Duterte plans to visit China to personally thank President Xi Jinping by the end of the year or when everything has settled down. But he assures that there are no strings attached to these donations from China.
China never asked for anything. China has been giving us everything, but never asked anything from us, actually.
But the chief executive gave a guarantee to China.
I assured China that I will not allow nuclear armaments of America to be stored in the Philippines. Hindi ako papayag.
With the arrival of the first batch of vaccines, President Duterte says he is considering to put Metro Manila under the more relaxed modified general community quarantine. The chief executive says he will open the economy once vaccines have been rolled out, distributed to provinces, and we have obtained at least 2 million anti-COVID shots. He expects herd immunity to be achieved by 2022. So the president is confident that the country will win the battle against coronavirus. But it looks like going back to life before the pandemic might take time. As for the president, the Philippines may be back to normal by 2023. Desha Tarada, ASEAN, Philippines.